find out if the sound is working.
Alright, I got hold up on my phone.
Okay, I think we're doing good as far as the yeah, I think we're doing good on the stream.
Okay, cool.
So for like the audio, at least for us anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright.
So I guess this is the third day this week, that we're doing this.
Yep. Well, we hit all 3 days of the festival at least. So.
Wow. Not first day, because
Oh right, yeah, I forgot there was a day before that.
Some people are busy,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot it was the day before it started with stream.
Yeah, that was just like we were just doing regular, just true for glory Sonic Crossworlds racing.
Yeah. Friendly fire and everything.
Yeah, truly serious business. Oh, wait. Oh yeah. So it's weird. I've been playing Symphony of the Night, the Japanese version, and you know how like for Japanese games, the circle button is the confirm button.
Yeah.
That's why I just did just now.
Oh.
When did Metal Gear stop doing that with the confirm? By the way, because I know like on PS1 that's how it was.
So I only played 2 and 3 on the PS3 HD collection, so I don't know what it was actually like on PS2. But I know like early PS2 games still use like the triangle to go back. Like actually yeah, because in the HD collection of the Ratchet and Clank games, they didn't change that. They left the controls as it was.
See, at least in Devil May Cry, they changed it from like, use triangle to jump on the first one. In the HD version, they made it like control like the other ones.
Yeah.
I think you could switch to the other control scheme if you really wanted to, but
Yeah.
All right, what team are we going to be on? Team Emerald color, I guess.
Whisper.
Land hair tricks. Rental plate available. The same one as yesterday, or is it different?
It's probably the same for when it had the air trick bonus.
I see. Excuse me. Had like a really
it's the same one.
Yeah. Had a really nice salad from a certain local Italian joint, as well as fettuccine Alfredo.
Ah, very nice. Oh, as you say that, when I was eating right before this, and I was watching Kino Casino, going over. Oh god damn it!
Yeah, I saw
going
that.
over going over DSP, and DSP said he said his dream is to open an authentic East Coast Italian restaurant in Seattle.
Just put in that one clip, that edited clip where they have like, and he's my father has to gout, and like how he's like his diet and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like Terry Crews before like he did Icy Hot.
Yeah. Yeah, according to Phil, there's no good authentic Italian restaurants on the West Coast at all.
Is he still in like Seattle?
Yeah.
I know he's like in Seattle or something last I heard.
Yeah, he's still living in the same gated community in Seattle.
Is he still like wife of that like blonde haired chick that's like really fat or whatever?
Yeah, I think her hair's black, but yeah, she was skinny when they first got together, but yeah, she's.
I mean, I imagine with Phil's like habits being what they are.
Yeah.
Boost screwed me over.
Yep, the boost is still screwed over. Oh boy.
I was expecting like to actually hit the button to like boost, not have it turn on like by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't like Panda Lee like happily married now or whatever? Last I heard.
Actually, I never like caught up on her stuff, but I know people still like troll Phil with that use like making their username.
Oh yeah, and then everything like she went with DS with LTG because of VC or whatever.
Yeah,
Or he feels like a cuck. He's not a Chad.
yeah,
Well, now I don't mind the boost while I'm like trying to
yeah.
actively fire drill everyone.
It was a while ago, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think LTG finally like fessed up to the whole child support thing.
Wait, well, okay, that he's like was married and like got divorced like however many years ago or whatever.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
wasn't
for a
even like
second,
divorce. He just knocked someone up and then refused to pay child support.
for a second, I thought you were saying like, oh, he likes the underage, thing or whatever. Whatever. I don't even remember what that was about. Like the full context of that.
Yeah, that one was his, I guess, previous girlfriend. I don't know if he's dated anyone ever since, but yeah, apparently she was in high school when they started dating.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but his baby mama was from before even that, and well, a while ago she had put out her own video, kind of
Like
you know,
exposing him.
yeah, exposing him. So I guess it's people don't stop trolling LTG with it. So, oh my God, I literally got turned around. They don't stop trolling them with it. So I guess he finally had enough, and he was like, all right, yeah, whatever. I don't pay child support. He was like, why would I do that? Like, it's not doing, they're not doing anything for me. So why would I pay for them?
Well, you need to be as motivated as Virgil. He didn't pay child support, and you turned out fine. As he probably has. I don't even know. I don't even think he's played PMC games.
Probably not.
Probably like, what's this gay ass motherfucker? Like, white haired, like emo bitch face. Like something
Yeah.
that I could see him saying something like that.
Yeah. The last time I saw him play a single player game, it was like when the Mega Man Zero collection came out. He just played it for an hour and then he went like right back to like whatever fighting game he was playing at the time.
Well, yeah, Zero. He showed up in SNK versus Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
The Mega Man Zero from Mega Man Zero.
Yeah.
Because there's a UMVC 3 where he's part of Team Zero May Cry, as the competitive team would describe it. Good, like Dante's like very good in the game. I don't know if Trisha's as good.
Yeah.
Zero's really good, and then Virgil is like, I don't know if he's like the toppest of the top tier, but he's like up there. Because there's like also Dark Phoenix when you like KO her, and she has like 5 bars, and then she like wakes up and it's like super like ridiculously overpowered.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's still on Steam, right? They didn't delist it yet.
Which is it?
Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those are still on there.
Okay.
I think they're on good terms with the MVC collection.
Okay.
But it's one of those things I would probably get it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I was going to get it the last time it was on sale, but I forgot about it.
I would say even get MVC Infinite, and I know that's like a wild take, but play MVCI with the Beyond mod that like Maximilian and some other people worked on. Because it makes the game look better, look better. It's basically how the game should have released, and it's actually crazy they went in to put in that much effort. And there's like other modes like where you can do like 4 players and like each person is like someone on a team, which is like a reference to something from the Dreamcast version of MVC1.
Okay.
All right, time to Minecraft again and be the edgiest hedgehog with a pink. That's like the bad guy shirt that Vegeta has or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Batman shirt.
Yeah, when in like the Android Saga, I think.
Yeah.
Or that's the Garlic Jr. thing that they did. Like that's not in the manga, I don't think.
Yeah, it's like right after that, I think. Right before the androids.
Oh, whoa! I'm crashing face first into this. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Oh, hey, I got the pink monster truck here.
Yeah.
Look who it is. Okay, so if we hit each other while we're like linked together, we get like a boost, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah. So always do that when you can.
Okay. I'm getting like Unreal Tournament vibes.
Barely dodged that one.
Oh, there's like a coin storm in there.
Yeah.
Which is probably the alternate name for what is that for Mario, New Super Mario Brothers 2 on the 3DS.
Yeah.
So right before we went on stream, I saw like a recommended video, something about like stop buying used 3DSs or something. Is that just because it's like they cost so much money now?
Yeah, I can't really think of any reason other than that, I guess.
I didn't get to watch the guy's video.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about them like failing or anything, if that's the case.
I hope not, because that's like a
yeah.
It's like a
I know some people have said the games are like the cartridges, but not the system.
But you know, I mean, it's the 3DS, you know.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna get slimed.
And smashed. All over the place. Oh, damn it. I was drifting and I could have gotten a big boost.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Oh, crap. I flew into that.
5,400. No.
Oh, hey,
Damn it. I got chopped.
Is it about to get anything higher than 5,400?
I've never seen it yet, but it might be possible.
Maybe if they had Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
And every time you get hit, it's like it has like the blood effect. You know, like the sex like slides down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen like more RE9, and I would say yeah, the I mean, it's still. Here's the thing I would say. Grace, you know, the other main character, her mode is basically stealth mode.
Oh.
I mean, you can fight against the enemies, and there's actually kind of some cool stuff. Like she has this thing where she can, it puts the thing into like their neck or whatever, and like inject them with blood, and it'll cause them like convulse and then explode and like completely dissolve, and it's like all bloody and everything. And dude, like I will say, like even like shooting like when you shot like this one zombie, you know, like I'm watching Maximilian dude play the game. It was like I was like thinking, whoa, there's a lot of fun. It's actually, yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. Like I feel like a lot of games nowadays, you know, I say this as someone who hasn't played like a brand new modern game in like a decade.
Yeah.
But I feel like it seems like a lot of games probably try to steer clear of that nowadays, where, you know, like other than Resident Evil and Mortal Kombat, you don't really have any games that do like, you know, try to do any like impressive like blood and gore like, you know, effects or anything where it's like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know like Last of Us Part 2 kind of did, but that's more so for like the shock factor rather than like trying to look impressive graphically.
Well, I mean, they still. I mean, this is the weird thing. You know, a lot of people are talking about like, you know, the trans character and everything. And I'm like thinking, wait a minute. I thought this was like a zombie survival game, which I know that gets like mixed in with all the discussion. Like, okay, why do we have like, you know, gay and lesbian characters? Like, how bad is it? Like, is it really that? Makes it seem like it's not as bad as it really is. You know?
Yeah. Like when you or like how do we have buff females and when everything is scarce?
I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but because doesn't like Joel have his one like female sidekick? I think.
Yeah, but she doesn't look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Killa Khan.
The guy right above my name, is his name censored for you?
That's the name I read off.
Oh, okay. It just showed a bunch of stars.
Yeah, it says like Killa Khan. I was like thinking Shao Kahn. Yeah. Which I was like MK12.
I guess Nintendo does censor it a little bit.
Yeah. I will say in MK12, Shao Kahn should just be called not Death Adder because he's wielding an axe in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He's the life subtractor.
$28.80.
Yep. Now it's got a bomb ready to go.
It'd be terrible. Well, of course, maybe they already do this on the actual online stuff.
Yeah.
But like they censor your voice over like the chat on the stupid NSO app, which I'm sure that's still a thing, but
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, with AI and stuff if they do that soon.
It's like, oh, you said a naughty word, and it's like words are like just like minor and not even like a big deal. It's like, dude, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even mean what you're accusing me of.
It's like, oh, we can put non-binary shit in a children's game, but don't you dare say a slightly bad word.
Or a word that you use we think is bad, but if you look at the context, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the ball of silver.
Yeah.
The one that you can like clip through the wall of or whatever.
Yeah. The 06 balls.
You say that, and I'm like thinking, is that like the what of someone's OC? Or because why not?
Ah, shit! That tornado messed me up.
Okay, I'm in second place. Can I hold it?
Damn, I'm in last. I got messed up just now.
Well, you see, I used like the light speed thing right as everyone got freaking slimed.
Yeah.
This is like Ghostbusters or something.
Yeah. Oh gosh, there's another tornado coming up.
I was went into like this like portal to like what looked like another stage on the ramp.
Yeah, it's just a shortcut.
Okay.
I even used the boost to cut across the grass, and I still couldn't pass anyone.
Yeah, I tried to do that once, and I was like, oh, that doesn't really override it.
Yeah.
You have to have the super duper bonus blast thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I like how it's like 7, 8, 9, and then 12. Come on, Killa Khan, you should have been pulling your weight.
Like, I'm doing every single trick I can, and you never get the trick bonus.
Number one lead keeper. So I actually got the battery save thing that the Saturn uses working.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because before I had I did have an actual CR2032 battery in there, and here's the thing: if you have an action replay, you can still save things even if it's busted. But if you want to save it, your game, you have to reset. Go into the Pro Action Replay menu, I think, or go. I'm trying to remember. I think you have to go into the actual Saturn BIOS, music media menu thing.
Yeah.
And then manually transfer it over to the Pro Action Replay, which I think it recognizes as a backup RAM card. I think that's how it works. because I think the action replay has its own internal RAM manager thing that it does.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's working by whether it's going to ask you. It's kind of like with the Dreamcast, where every time you know, when the battery is dead, it asks you like for the date and time and everything.
Oh yeah.
But it's a lot worse because, you know, it's tied to the saves and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not going to go through all that trouble just to unlock all the characters and fighters Mega Mix again. Thankfully, that's what the Pro Action Replay is for. It just unlocks everything for you.
Okay.
It even has one of those unlocks where you have to play the game for like 100 hours for like to play as like a palm tree.
Oh.
Yeah. It not only can you play as the Daytona car, you can also play as like the palm tree that you see in like every Vaporwave like, you know, video that's just referencing the one stage from Virtua Fighter 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I voted for Ocean View. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have Green Hill Zone or something like it.
But like they've reused that stage in like all the other Sonic games so many times. Like I'm sure, like people are just absolutely sick of it.
Yeah. What about Chemical Plant?
Yeah.
It would be a fun stage to listen to just for the music, like the final, like the true final boss. Something with the true final boss came from Sonic Mania.
Oh yeah.
It would be trippy, but you know.
Yeah.
That's like in the Super Rainbow Phantasm Zone or whatever, right?
Yeah. Surprised. Yeah, that's a good point. They don't have like any Mania stages.
Almost like they don't want to acknowledge it because it's like, oh wow, they made a game that's better than our game.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what hit me?
And I guess the devs of Mania are okay to like go fully burn bridge with Sega right now.
Well, yeah, because the one artist or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Christian Whitehead's a little bit more professional about it.
Yeah. I think I follow him on Twitter, and I guess he just doesn't tweet because I haven't seen anything from him at all.
Well, I mean, I remember seeing like a picture, like a video of like them like doing an interview or something, and I was like thinking, this guy looks a little bit more well-adjusted, all things considered, you know, when it comes to like Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I just narrowly avoided getting tornado from behind.
Oh,
what the?
I hate this track.
Oh, what is this one?
With the giant trains. I don't even know what this is supposed to be from.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, what is this? I don't know what game this is supposed to be referencing.
Yeah.
What they're amalgamating or whatever.
Because it has these like casino-ish looking things, but it's also a railroad, and I don't know. Hey, I'm first.
Oh, here we go. We got some Sonic racing music that's like kind of appropriate.
Yeah. It's about time. Oh, never mind.
How much music does this game have? Because they have a lot of like vocal tracks, and you know some of it sounds like obviously like other music from other Sonic games or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm trying to figure out like how much music does this game have that's like could potentially be something that's actually like a real reference.
Well, obviously each track has its own song, and then like the third lap of each track always has like a slightly like remixed version of.
Oh man!
Oh gosh! Oh gosh!
Man! I was doing so well too. I was literally like.
I'd be able to dodge it. I think I came in second there.
I like went from like being on like the top three to like being probably at the bottom. I think.
Dang. Yeah, that's how it is. Like one little hit at the very end will do that.
Yeah, imagine it's like the top two are like us, or like one of the top three or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
victory. Or the winning team, of course. $633.
Unlocked another decal that I'm never going to use.
Yeah, because it's all... it's all centered around the new characters, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was playing, I think it's like the last, or currently the final, like, update to Symphony of the Night on the Saturn itself.
Yeah.
And I went through, like, the menus, and I, like, was, like, going through things, and, like, I go back, and the menu, like, glitches out. Like, it has, like, garbage all over it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the world? I moved around the menus a bit, and then it, like, corrected itself. But I noticed when I was playing, like, Richter in, like, the opening part of the game, he, like, even the sprites was, like, glitching out. I'm, like, thinking, is this not meant for, like, real hardware or something? You know?
Oh.
Which is baffling because everyone's using, like, ODEs and stuff nowadays. You know, especially for the disk-based systems.
Yeah.
Hello. Very well.
I guess. We have Eggman's summer evening party, I guess. Going to
The Egg Museum.
I have to ask, what Sonic fan games have you played? And out of the ones you have played, like what's your like favorite or for your favorites?
Well, I've played. These are more like ROM hacks are the ones I've played more, but they're like kind of built to be original like fan games.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I meant. ROM hacks, like standalone fan games and whatever, you know.
Yeah. So Sonic Megamix, that's a really good one. I heard like it wasn't updated for a very long time, but I think I heard like this past year it recently got an update. That's one that the Mania guys worked on before they got picked up.
Oh, they're like their resume, I guess. You know.
Yeah. But I think the people who finished it are like not associated with them. But
okay.
It did get like a big update, I heard.
Okay.
I know they have like the Sonic Amateur Games Expo every year. I kind of stopped paying attention to that the last couple of years because it turned from Sage to just Age. Like they just kind of let anybody put any kind of fan game in there that doesn't even have to be related to Sonic in the least.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's like a bigger, you know, bit more exposure, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they're like you know. But yeah, it's like if it's originally Sage, then it's like, oh, now it's like, well, we can do like I don't know, Comic Zone fan games or whatever, you know, or Richter Man.
Well, like not even that. Like I would see people like making their own like original IP kind of things and entering it there. So it's like, all right, it's not really Sonic focused, I guess, anymore. But there was one someone was doing like a 3D remake of Sonic Rush. That one looked pretty good.
That's the DS one, right? Or one of the DS ones. You know, that
was the first DS one.
BioWare, you know, doing whatever they did, or trying to do whatever they did before, lots of problems happened.
I don't think anyone's tried to do anything with that game, but I can't really blame anyone for not wanting to try.
Well, yeah, because it's like, I mean, I remember watching like, some Comedy Johnny's video about it, and I was like, oh wow, this is like Super Mario RPG. This is not.
Yeah.
Then you have to have the whole music thing where it's like, oh, we just pull random MIDIs from like on the internet. And I think I remember reading like a comment on one of the videos, like, oh, I remember I actually made this MIDI, you know.
Oh wow, that's great. I'm sure it sounded a lot worse than what he intended.
Yeah. I mean, I remember my brother hearing like some of the music on like the DS Castlevania. He's like, this doesn't sound that much better than like the Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah. Oh, like struggling here. Oh. There was one
no,
ROM hack that. Oh shit! Oh god!
Man, oh man, oh man,
That
oh
one
man,
was
oh
like
man.
right on top of me. Couldn't do anything about that. Damn.
I don't think I think I got like mid or to low.
Yeah, I got real messed up there.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
literally right down the middle, right down the bell curve.
There was this one ROM hack. I think it used Sonic 1 as a base. Most of them do, because I heard that's like the easiest one to work with. And it was kind of designed like Sonic Advance 3, where you have like the warp rings that take you to the different zones and acts and everything.
Okay.
And I could never
I have
like
666 points now. The mark of the beast is upon us.
I'm at 661.
Oh well, it's like 6-1. That's like the Hebrew reading, I think. Like 666 is like the Greek reading of it.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, but I couldn't like, because I remember downloading it, but like I looked at like all my drives on my computers and I could never find that ROM again, and I could never like remember what it was called either.
Yeah, it sounds kind of cool. Like, oh, you like it sounds kind of like Sonic CD almost. Just without loading.
Yeah, pretty much like that. And you could kind of warp like on purpose, not like randomly.
Oh, is that what you describe Sonic CDs as a little bit?
Yeah, because you have to like run past those signs and then you have to build up the exact amount of speed they want you to build up to warp.
And
This one is more like the warp rings from the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense because I know that's the warp ring. That's where you go into the big giant trippy Sonic found some mushrooms from Mario and
Yeah.
Very well.
spinning through empty space with like freaking dolphins and birds trying to get the Chaos Emeralds or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody watching knows what I'm talking about, please leave a comment, because I would like to find that ROM hack again.
They'll be like, oh, what? They'll be like, which one? There's like a whole bunch of them. Although I would think Sonic 3 would be like the one that people would want to use because it has the most sprites, the most up to date sprites.
Yeah, you would think so. That's another reason like I kind of tapped out of like even the ROM hacking scene, because every year it's like 80% Sonic 1 ROM hacks, and a lot of it's like kind of the same stuff over and over again.
Well, because I mean, there's like the whole Sonic 3 complete, ROM hack or Air.
Yeah.
If you want to do like the PC like open source version, you don't need like an emulator or whatever,
Yeah.
So it's like you're able to do that, but I understand that those games, Sonic 3 and Knuckles are supposed to like link together anyways, so maybe that's why that's a lot more tenable to do than as opposed to like some of the other stuff.
Yeah, but you can still just use like Sonic 3 as a base itself.
And it's
You don't
like,
have to go
why don't you
all
put all three of the games in one? Because you have the Sonic 2, like Knuckles and Sonic 2, mode.
Yeah.
Like where's Knuckles and Sonic 1? If the game even works well with them, which I don't know if it does,
I think I do have a ROM hack like that, and like it works, but obviously since you could just like glide and climb, some parts are kind of broken, which is fine with me because some of the zones in Sonic 1 haven't really aged that well.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard like the game wants you to go fast. Now it wants to be a standard platformer in one level,
Yeah.
like the next level.
Ah, I got a monster truck.
And that's not a good thing that if he's saying it like that.
Yeah.
keep forgetting you can fly up whenever you go into that, one area.
Yeah. I'm not sure which way is faster though.
This is what practicing this levels do, will do to you. But
Yeah.
I think it's more fun to just kind of throw yourself into it, just kind of figure it out in the moment.
Yeah, especially in a game as chaotic as this.
They do not have any items.
It'd be nice if our
That's the other
teammates
thing. Like whenever everyone's
like
all congregating and bumping into each other, it's like good luck trying to get an item or two.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely not getting the tap bonus.
Yeah, because there's no women to tap.
They don't believe in tapping.
If we're talking about tapping everyone here, it's going to be like mostly dudes, and they'll prompt "Why are you gay?" Ow.
I mean, considering the state of the Sonic community these days, appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, you have Sonic Dreams Collection, totally normal game,
Yeah.
Well, I say normal game. It's really more like experience, from my understanding, because it's not really not like you can influence the outcome from all the videos I've seen of it.
Yeah, there's no way to lose or anything. You just kind of got to go through the experience.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a user called Aspirin PC. That's the next LTT build, Linus Tech Tip build. My computer can make aspirin. It's also a big giant safety hazard, and you should definitely not try to do this at home because, no joke, I'm actually being 100% serious about this. In college, in a chemistry class, we actually, for one of the final
created aspirin.
Yeah, we made aspirin, or maybe it's Tylenol or acetaminophen. I don't know. They all blend together to me. It's being very similar. But I remember one of the things it said is don't put your head in the fume hood. And there's actually I remember seeing a Reddit post from someone who actually did that for the lulz, and he completely messed up his life.
Oh,
he was always in the hospital or whatever. And all for a stupid joke, yeah, okay, guy,
Yeah.
Team Jewel, and now we are have some very interesting colors. That's what he says, yo, Mr. Tongue Out, whatever his name is from the Nintendo. Because that Sonic Lost Worlds hasn't been released on anything else, right?
It's on PC. Yeah, it's on Steam.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression it was Wii U exclusive.
Yeah, it was for a while. I guess Sega wanted to make some money on it.
It is actually interesting that Bayonetta is the only one that's on everything, and then the sequels are on Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah, not even a timed exclusive too. Bayonetta 2 is still trapped on Nintendo.
And the less we say about Bayonetta 3, because it's not just the ending, there's other things people have against it.
Yeah. Tap your allies.
What now?
Tap your allies.
Oh, okay. We wait for the other players.
I did
No, Reaper in the background?
Shit, fell off. The purple orb thing.
Oh, that weird alien-looking thing. It kind of looked like an Ing or a Reaper from Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's the Doom thing. I haven't finished the Shadow Generations portion yet, but that's the giant Doom Eye alien thing.
Ah, the Doom Eye. The moment Shadow crosses over with Doom Guy. Yeah, I know you're about to say something.
Oh yeah, I watched. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched part of Scott's video on Prime 4.
Yeah,
I think you had mentioned it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you think of it? You know, just from what you've seen, or what his thoughts at least.
I'd say I mostly agree with what he said. I was surprised like he didn't like kind of shill like the one thing I will say I don't like is, you know, kind of goes out of his way to always ignore like the woke elephant in the room when it comes to some of these flopped games.
Yeah. I mean, it's the whole point of like, yeah, this kind of, what they showed was kind of feel like, oh yeah, it's more Metroid Prime. It's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of like what I kind of got from like, maybe not the initial trailer, but like successive trailers whenever they weren't showing a whole lot off. I was like, okay, it seems like they have a lot of cards that close to their chest, and I mean, I understand you want to have spoilers, but you know.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Like when they showed off the intro in the first real trailer we got, I thought like, okay, here's like the Prime 3-esque intro to get, you know, everybody hooked, get all the casuals acclimated and stuff, and then we'll have like a proper Prime game afterwards. But,
yeah, I mean, it's always like, you know, here's how you get the controls and very basic bitch boss, you know.
Yeah. And then the whole game turned out to be like 10 times more linear than Prime 3, so.
While also having an open world, and you see that's the thing that's so irritating is that, you know, they had an opportunity to do something different, and probably because the Switch 1 is the Switch 1, they couldn't fully go all the way with it.
Yeah. And then also from like that Tanabe interview where they were like, so were you influenced by like modern gaming trends? And he was basically like, no, but Nintendo wanted us to do this kind of open world thing after Breath of the Wild sold a lot, so I guess we had to.
Yeah, like Nintendo's holding, like Miyamoto's holding a gun, or it's like as like
you would make open the world.
You know. I mean, I don't know if he's the one who like because I know Miyamoto, he's like in a executive position these days, right?
Yeah, and he's also like a lot more hands off than he used to be. Like he's more like interested in the movie business now more than anything.
Yeah, which I mean, you know, fair enough. You know, when they're asking like, oh, what to do with like Mario and Zelda and everything, it's like, okay, that makes sense. You know, you want the man himself to be like, you know, guiding like, oh, this is how a movie should be, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I mean, it's like there's you watch like James's old video about like the Zelda timeline, right?
Yeah.
And how like Miyamoto was like, oh yeah, Link to the Past is the final one, and Link's Awakening could be like happen anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, I don't want to question the man himself. And it's like, I don't think he really cared that much, you know, about the story.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like Miyamoto probably just like made that up on the spot whenever he was asked about it.
Because I think he's more of like an ideas person as opposed to like worrying about the lore and everything. Like I'm sure if you found out like how many people like ended friendships over his timeline in Ocarina of Time, you might be like, wow, you know, like get a life, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, like Scott was talking about like you said, how Nintendo was holding stuff close to their chest, and then he like mentions the NPCs and just kind of like brushes over them in 20 seconds. It's like the whole like writing of them is kind of a huge, a huge like a huge issue for that game. But like with, you know, and any of his other videos, he kind of goes out of his way to avoid dunking on anything woke. or like cringe and millennial.
Yeah, I mean,
because like he even mentioned like, oh, Retro had all these job listings, and it's like he didn't talk about the writer they hired like at the last minute with the purple hair.
the green hair or whatever at the time in
Yeah.
the picture, or the other lady who's like, I forget what she said. It's like something to do with like the story or something. She didn't like really. I think she just didn't really get what from the comment at least. Didn't come off like she really knew what she was doing, you know, for Metroid at least.
And then, of course, you have those people that are like, "Oh, Samus is trans." Actually, like, all right, you can keep that in your fan fiction.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just kind of like reminded me of like why I stopped watching Scott after that video where he was like complaining about live service AAA slop games, but then he like defends, you know, developers, like woke developers posting like retarded political shit on Twitter.
Like the Concord situation, this current like Concord saga that we're in the video game industry.
Yeah, we're on like our 5th Concord now. It's basically a genre at this point.
Is like this one that like failed or whatever.
Yeah, and now they're doing one for Horizon, the PlayStation exclusive.
And with Horizon, it's like one moment it's like, oh, there's like a sequel, and then they're doing like a Lego game, that's like also on Switch, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this franchise. I don't even know what the game itself. Like, some people compare it to like Breath of the Wild. Like, whenever I saw gameplay footage, I was like thinking, is this more like Shadow of the Colossus? Because it kind of adds like, you know, those big giant like robot dinosaur things. And I was like,
I mean, those fights kind of are like Shadow of the Colossus. If Shadow of the Colossus was a lot more like automated and like set PC kind of. Because there's a whole lot of just like waiting that you're doing to like do anything during those fights. Like to me, Horizon just feels like one of the most astroturfed, like the video game equivalent of an industry plant, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I remember.
It's like, oh, it sold like 30 million copies, but like I don't know a single person who actually likes or talks about Horizon.
Oh, yeah, I heard more people talk about Ghost of Tsushima and Yote. Well, because that is, you know, than anything Horizon.
Yeah. And then like when I like finally got it, because I got it on PS4 when it like went on sale for like $10 one time, and I was like, that was back before like I really knew anything about the game, so like I had just seen the trailers and I was kind of hyped to try it. And yeah, and then I played like a couple hours of it, and I thought it was like the most boring thing ever. And even though it's a open world game, the opening is so linear, and you know, it's like your typical over the shoulder Sony cinematic slop movie.
Yeah.
Where it's like man, I don't care about any of this.
You know, I this is a thought that I've thought. This is a oh wow, we actually got all the
we actually got the bonus.
Yeah, we're still like we're second place. We're not first place like normal. But you know, I actually had a thought recently about like what makes like not even JRPG, just RPGs in general, with how they play and everything.
Yeah.
Different from like, you know, the Sony movies and stuff like that. Because to a certain extent, when you think about the gameplay of an RPG, you know, most RPGs that are made, they're not really testing your skill as like a player per se. Like the Twitch, like an arcade, like a Smash TV or a shmup or something, or a fighting game. I mean, sometimes there's like strategy involved, and you know, when it's like done well, you know, then it's great. But then you have other games where it's like, okay, you're just doing something to grind out so that way you can be OP as sooner rather than later. And the only way to really do it like effectively from out the gate is to do this one thing that's very degenerate,
Yeah.
especially with RetroArch fast forwarding,
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking, okay, do you think that's the same thing, like in a sense?
So that's a good point. I would say, like, if there were more like Western RPGs that were structured like that, I would agree with that point. But I feel like you still have more agency and autonomy in a JRPG than you do in, like something like Last of Us or the new God of War games.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there are tons of times where you're just pressing A to get through like dialogue and stuff.
Or just fight through a battle that you can just you don't have to like do any tricks for.
Yeah. But it's like
level up or whatever.
Yeah. Like if more JRPGs were like Final Fantasy 13, I would like 100% agree. I would be like, yeah, this is no different than like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us kind of crap.
Okay.
Because that's just like a freaking hallway, and
I've heard. Yeah, and I've heard that, and I guess I'd have to play the game to understand what that means, because I'm like thinking, well, I mean, the other Final Fantasies are kind of sort of hallways in a sense,
Yeah.
like structurally, not necessarily like in the way that the world's presented, like the level design. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like Final Fantasy VII, it is pretty linear for like most of that first disc, or like the entire first disc, if I remember correctly. But like it does open up, and Final Fantasy 13 opens up later on too. But I feel like with 13, it's like too little, too late, kind of thing.
You're talking about like if you're talking about like the first 13, not like the sequels and the Lightning Returns and
Yeah, those are more like traditional. And then like even like people who don't like 13, they still praise the battle system. The battle system is like one of the most automated things like ever. Like talk about like you don't even need strategy. Like you basically like everything is auto battle in 13 basically. I mean, like you could like actively control one character, like whatever like your main character is, but there's not much. You're not getting much out of it. Like you're not hitting button commands really. You're just like choosing a preset of attack types, and then just like watching Lightning do that over and over again until it's time to. Yeah, until it's time to go back in the menu and switch to a different strategy, basically.
That kind of reminds me of. Okay. But...
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's one area where like I would say Final Fantasy VII Remake does it right, because like that game is like linear as hell too, but the combat is, I say, like more like skill based.
I understand.
Yeah. It's like I would say the perfect combination of like turn-based menu and active action combat, enough to where like your skill does matter with it, and it is like pretty fun and engaging. It's just a shame that the game itself is so linear.
Yeah, and then Final Fantasy, the second part is like it's open world, but like there's like so much to do. It's like, bro, do I have to dedicate my whole life to playing this?
I heard if you want to do all the side quests, you're basically doubling the playtime.
And then I have to ask, like, when does here's my question: is the game ever going to get like a fully unified? Okay, this is the Final Fantasy VII remake. It's like fully balanced from all three of the games. We retooled everything to be like one big continuous adventure.
That's kind of what I'm holding out for, and even then, I'm not sure if I will do that, because like, but with part 2, I was like, I'll just wait for that to go to PC, and then like it's been on PC, and I can get it from that one forum that I want anytime. But even then, I'm still like, I don't know if I care to do this.
Yeah.
And then I heard like aside from like like the typical Puritan censorship stuff. Oh wow! Wait, do we get the bonus though? Because that might change things.
Oh damn! We were winning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, because like aside from like the whole like covering up teeth and everything, like I heard in part 2 the stabby scene with Aerith is like censored as well. Like they don't even really show it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and there's like some other scene
I know
where
it happens. That's what the game ends on, believe it or not.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard that's censored. I heard there were like some other violent scenes that even compared to the PS1 were censored, which is kind of crazy because that's usually the one thing that's allowed these days is violence. But I guess if you're being violent to a woman or a minority, that's not okay.
Yeah, I know. Like remake. Well, in the remake, I heard like the scene where Sephiroth like kills everyone in the one building. It's not blood. It's like the Genova slime thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, really, guys, and it's like in a way, it almost makes it seem a little bit like almost softer than some other games I could think of. Because like Final Fantasy VII was like a dark game.
Yeah.
And there's one game in particular that let's just say I have recorded footage of, and I'm not like not in like any rush to get to it, just because it's gonna take some. I don't think it's gonna take that much editing, but depending on how certain things play out, I might be end up doing it again, when there's like other games I also want to record, and but the one thing I will say about that game is it was actually one of the initial pitches for Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay.
But the reason it got turned down was because it was apparently too dark and also too complicated for a fantasy story.
Wow.
Which, well, we'll get in if it happens. We'll get into it, like especially, towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
The end of the game is notorious. But anyone who knows your Square history, you might be picking up and be like, "Oh, I know exactly what game you're talking about."
Yeah.
Comment in the chat if you know what it is.
But to go back to your,
please try to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, to go back to your original question, I would say like the one thing that Japanese, in particular, RPGs have over the Sony movie crap is just like in general, much better music, much better atmosphere.
Yeah. I mean, I would say atmosphere is a bit subjective, but yeah.
Yeah, it is, and like 3D movie games can have that as well too. But
yeah,
I would say not necessarily just any turn-based RPG, but in particular like the great Japanese RPGs that people would think of. I would say those do it way better.
Oh yeah.
Art direction, ambience, atmosphere, all that stuff do it better than your ultra realism, dark and gritty Sony movies, over the shoulder slop.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree on the music for sure. It's just when it comes to atmosphere, I'm thinking like Mass Effect, and I'm like thinking, okay, there's some things I don't know that, but then again, Mass Effect is like a one of a kind, admittedly, because that's one game you do have choices.
Yeah. Well, see, and I've never played much Mass Effect either, so I wouldn't lump that in with like the Sony stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, in a sense, it is. I mean, the game is still kind of linear because it's not like you get like open world, but like the levels you go through, they have like a linear progression.
Yeah.
And like certain things will always happen in them, depending on what you're going to like a planet for.
Yeah. And then also like in my personal favorite RPGs, which would be like the Mario and Luigi series.
Yeah.
There's just like a level of charm in those games that you don't get in like most other games.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine just based on like Super Mario RPG, it's probably something akin to that.
Yeah. And yeah, there's just something like there's a level of charm that not only could you only get in the Mario and Luigi games, but you could only get in an RPG. Like in Japan in an RPG, because like they could have made it like an action Mario game, but that charm would be gone.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but yeah, on paper, it is hard to like kind of be like, it is super duper different than your 10-hour Sony movies, but.
Well, I was thinking like with like JRPGs, because I mean, there's a lot of things like I could point to, like like especially with the game I'm referencing, that's like okay, this is kind of like an anime almost. I mean, literally the guy who made the game, like whenever he got to make his own game with it, he was like, he brought like his Gunpla, like his 90s and 80s Gunpla to his desk, and like Sakaguchi's was like yeah, like a very paternal, like he called his last name was like Chan, like
yeah,
like kind of teasing him,
yeah, that's the other thing too, is like I mentioned with the stylistic stuff, it's like, all right, one is the anime world, the females are going to be attractive or cute or whatever, versus like modern Sony stuff.
They have the license to do that, at least compared to like modern Western games.
Yeah, where she has to have like the Karen haircut and the lesbian haircut, and she's fat and has blotches all over her skin, and
the whole, I will say, the lesbian haircut thing, the only thing I would maybe accept is that maybe in the 7th gen, it would have been like, oh, hair physics are like very hard to do. But like nowadays, I mean, they don't really have that excuse anymore.
Yeah. I mean, look at
how many bald Space Marines were in those games back then.
Yeah. I was going to say, I look at, I got a network here. Did you get it? Did it kick you out too?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it kicked me out.
Yeah, I get, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know if you played the demo for Pragmata, that other action game from Capcom, but like the girl's hair.
I have heard. I've seen some spicy articles about it that people were freaking out about, like
Yeah,
AI related stuff, and I think
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, like the girl's hair is like every single strand of hair is like kind of rendered like really well and stuff like that.
But you see, that's not Unreal Engine. That's RE Engine.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm sure Resident Evil 9, the Grace's hair is pretty good too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the game in general. I mean, and like I said, what I've seen is just like the PS5 Pro version. Yeah, I know it's probably the PC version will be better, but
yeah,
we might talk down the consoles and like how pointless they are these days, but they're certainly not a slouch. Okay, we're not completely against them. In terms of like,
so like funny thing with the Pragmata demo. I had to, the PC version has a setting just for the girl's hair. So since, my PC is a little bit older, so it was like really struggling. So I had to like turn down the hair quality setting.
Oh, wow. That reminds me, like, this is like 10 years ago, but like, I think there was like a thing for like The Witcher Free. This is like from the 980 Ti. It was like Hairworks. That's what it was. And I remember people making memes about like, oh, this is like the difference between, hair and like the hair with hair works and hair without it or something, It's kind of like the before this is before the RTX meme, RTX on, RTX off. But what's going on with her hair and the PC version, and when you're doing the low spec gamer grind set?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen like a screenshot of like the Switch 2 version, but it basically looks like that once you turn the hair setting down.
Yeah.
And then afterwards the demo came out for consoles, so I played it on my Series X, and I had it set to like prioritize resolution. It has two options: prioritize resolution or prioritize frame rate.
Yeah.
So I had it on prioritize resolution, and I pretty much got like a steady 4K 60 FPS, and like the hair looked like super realistic.
I mean, and that is like very impressive. Like that we're finally getting to this point where like we're now starting to get like very good graphics. It just sucks that the industry has to be so you have to like what's it, the monkey paw like curls up a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
And it's like also like right as we're getting this, it's like you have like the world being in the state that it's in, like with other things that have happened. That I'm like, man, I know that some people say like the 2030 like WEF agenda. I know we're going way off topic,
yeah,
stuff, but it's like I'm always like, man, all the stuff I spent working on sometimes, like getting like consoles and stuff, like is it all gonna end up like like everything gonna get so expensive, and I end up having to like go live in like some. Like people talk about like buying land together and stuff. Like some of these people say, "Oh, the system's going to collapse and the mark of the beast is like right around the corner. You better be like ready to like live on this like farm compound thing or whatever, like where you buy land." And I'm like, man, and some of that I have to. I think is probably just people, being oh shit, I might have got like fourth place. I thought that is like might just be typical social media, like stuff, but
yeah.
But yeah, going back to graphics and hair and everything. It's just crazy how much better it is. Got fifth place.
All right, you can send me the invite whenever. Go back to
did the one invite like expire? Because I know you got a notification for it.
Oh, I didn't even see. Let me see.
Well, I said it showed me like friend list invite, here.
Oh yeah, I mean if it's still active, yeah, you can try that.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. This question of like, is it like the same thing in the sense of like because I've been playing a lot of like JRPGs lately, and I'm like trying to go through like a backlog or sometimes revisiting games I played, having a different perspective, when you're older,
Yeah.
Joining lobby.
There's also this thing of like a lot of these more cinematic games try to, like those parodies I sent you of like the if Zelda was made, this year or whatever.
Oh yeah, when it's I will say I did kind of like Link's voice in that one. I was like, okay, that's exactly what he'd sound like,
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, they're just like me. War is bad. And it's like, even if a JRPG tries to do that, it's not as overbearing with the message,
Or at the very least, I'm saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. And it's like in a lot of these cinematic games, it's so linear to the point where it's like, you don't have a choice but to kill, and then at the end of the game, it'll be like, oh, killing bad. Whereas like with an RPG, you could, if that's the point, you could kind of cheese your way out of certain things.
Oh yeah, the killing like get your isn't that like Undertale, like level of your level is your level of violence.
Yeah.
In the super boring genocide run or whatever.
Yeah.
We just run in circles,
Ooh, ring up plate.
Watch him pick Chronos Island.
Oh god. It would be nice if they gave us more than 3 options each time. This game does have a fair bit of tracks.
It's like 20, I think, right? Or something slightly below that.
Or close to it, yeah.
All I know is I voted Aqua Forest.
Yeah, me too.
And
God, there. That was like the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, I just got for racing for it as well, so maybe I'll be a little bit better. I mean, I did just place 5th place on this one.
I always that purple stretch of road. I always fall off of that, like every time.
That one, I'm a little. Now that I know what to expect, what I do is, as opposed to trying to hit the brake, I just release the gas, or the A button.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I need? I need that monitor I bought like yesterday earlier this week. I need that. I need the guy who like I needed like sim setup.
Oh
he had legit like a free like. I don't think he had it all up, but maybe he's tearing it down. I don't know, but yet he just had like the one monitor, but he had like the panels for like the other 2. They're like all 4K. you know. And the job he worked is like, okay, I could see him making a lot of money, you know, just doing that kind of like clerical, like, you know, financial record processing sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like thinking, man, how much money do you spend on this thing? He's like, dude, you don't even want to know, or something like that.
Damn.
I almost got knocked off, and I grind you back on.
Yeah, that was kind of bad timing with that boost there.
Okay. I hit not Anya, whoever that is. He's in the weird mech android Amy costume.
Oh. Yeah, I remember those are from the TV show Sonic Prime, where it's like Sonic going through all the multiverses and seeing different versions of everyone.
When everyone was getting obsessed with Marvel What If.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of that show. I just had no interest at all in that. And also the art style looked kind of goofy and stupid.
You know what we need? We need Jimmy with what if? What if? You know. You know. And every time he does something wrong, he's like, "I'm sorry, April." you heard his like autobiography, right?
Just the parts you told me about it, and then like the red cow thing. Where
I actually listened to it. Like, cause you can get it for free on Amazon if you do like the click or whatever. It's like 8 hours long. Like it got me through like a little bit of grinding with when I was playing Lost Odyssey like 2 years ago. But like when the whole like, you know, I'm sorry, April, that the context for it is, you know, his first wife, his first child's like born, and I mean, we're not married men, so maybe we don't have a good perspective on this, but whenever, you know, because it was kind of a troubled birth, you know. It's like, you know, very bloody and everything, and James is supposed to like be like, oh, it'll be okay, you know, like, you know, trying to calm his wife down. He's like, I'm so sorry. Because you see, the idea is like, oh, I'm like, you know, she wanted Leia to be like a mother this whole time, and you know, you know, there's all the memes about like James like forced to like like, okay, either we have the kid like right before you make this movie, or I'm, you know, going ditching you for Tyrone or something, you know. And you know that I don't know if it was necessarily quite like that, but you know. I mean, there's certain things he goes into. There's certainly some parts I would say are somewhat relatable. Like he talks about like working at like some jobs, and it's like, yeah, you know, he's like even the word job is like very negative, and I'm like, yeah, that's relatable, you know.
Yep.
You know,
that's how it be.
Like I'm not like, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm so glad I'm working a freaking Kroger today or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Or Logleys, or I don't even know if they're even around anymore. You know, you want to talk about something like weird. There's something I gotta send you after we're done on the stream. That's like absolutely cursed. But you know, speaking of like cursed and also like meme like liminal stuff, I remember seeing on the Internet Archive like old like upload like mirrors of like tapes, like the music or radio that they would have playing in like old like closed up like stores.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking, man, this is like listening to like a weird ghost archive or something. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of ghosts, look at Tails there.
Oh yeah, we got trippy.
Yeah, Bizarro Tails.
Hey guys.
Tail. You know what they need to do? They need to add Sonic.exe. And every time he like wins, like everyone's screen goes back with like a ear-piercing scream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another one. Somebody ROM hacked into Sonic 1.
Oh yeah, I mean James and Mike, they did like one where it was basically that. You know.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the one where like you every ring you get like takes away your ring count from your ring count or something?
Yeah, and I think also it also sends the evil Metal Sonic closer to you.
Oh, there's a Metal Sonic.exe.
Yeah, it's like chasing you throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Donpa guy or whatever his name is, you know, the host dude, isn't like they don't have him like be like a Lake 2 or anything.
Oh yeah, that would. Well, he's I forget the story, but he's like the sort of bad guy from Team Sonic Racing.
Oh, okay. So that's a piece of lore that I've not heard of, and I don't really care to hear about because it's like, oh, that's the one game that's like, okay.
Yeah. When I saw him in this game, I'm like, why, of all the people to bring back, why him?
Someone in the studio wanted it. Who's the guy who like heads it up now? Like Sonic, I forget his name. I know his face.
Oh, Izuka?
Yeah, like brown hair. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
You know, how long is he? It's like at least like Sonic Adventure. He's been doing it, right?
Yeah, like right before Sonic Adventure, he was with Sonic Team.
I don't wonder how long it's gonna be until he gets sick of like, you know, being like having to be like, okay, I gotta keep doing all this stuff and dealing with these weird. You know, it kind of reminds me of like the Krobby Cat video where it's like, you know, Notch interacting with his like autistic fan base. And like literally autistic, not even like being like, you know, memeing of like 4chan about it.
Yeah, I've heard like the cringe compilations is part of why they stopped doing like Minecon every year because everyone was just so like cringe on autistic.
Is also what radicalized him to being like, you know, he's just. I think is he like serious or is he being trolling?
What do you mean with like being radical, or like?
Yeah, like because
I mean, supposedly he's donated money to Trump, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, but like, let me put it like that: if you made like the most successful game ever and you could like quit and never have to do anything in the world, would you not like yourself like just troll everyone like all the time? Just, you know,
yeah,
like, okay,
I would.
yeah.
I would definitely, I would definitely try to do some kind of 4D chess trolling.
Fifth dimensional trolling.
Yeah.
Oh, it's, you know, I just realized we haven't even talked about the biggest thing that happened today.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, we waited like an hour to do it, so maybe it's like that wasn't really planned. I wasn't even thinking about it. You know. But yeah, I mean,
it's looking like the war started and war ended in the span of a day. So
yeah, you know what, Trump? This is his entry into AGDQ. He's becoming he's putting his entries into like you're conquering Venezuela, taking down Iran. He's going to be in AGDQ 2026. We're counting on it.
It's like meanwhile, like Bush had us in Iraq for like what 20 years.
Yeah, and then you have like what H.W. Bush with the Gulf War that lasted like a few weeks or a month, and then you have that one guy with the Game Boy that like took a hit from a bomb and survived.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, try doing that with your Switch 2.
So when I was a kid, like I had heard about the Gulf War, but they didn't really like teach us about it in school. So like the only thing I knew with Gulf in the name was the Gulf of Mexico. So like, because I remember like in Metal Gear Solid 1, doesn't like Snake mention that he was in the Gulf War or something like that?
I think maybe they mentioned like his like, you know, the soldiers are all like Gulf War experiments or something. Because Metal Gear Solid, you gotta remember they also have the previous two games, which at least in Metal Gear Solid 1, they don't reference them like the same way certain other games do. Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, so for like the longest time, I thought the Gulf War was like a war like in the Gulf of Mexico or something.
Yeah, I mean, we had Desert Strike growing up, and that was like Return to the Gulf or something like that. And that was like the only thing. And I never knew like about the Gulf War back then. Yeah, it was, I mean, you want to talk about like, a game where like the composer was like shredding on a guitar. Just listen to the title theme for that one and Jungle Strike. Like the game, the pinball machine, Black Knight 2000.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, you want to? Those are bangers. It's like it's just done by the same guy. It's like the same like guitar patch or synth or whatever that he's using. Yeah. And it had like not Shao Kahn being like, "Give me your money," and him like laughing.
Yeah.
That is like one pinball machine. I'm not like the biggest pinball head, but if there's one pinball machine I want to play, it's that one, and it's only because the music is like so like kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just notice we have RGB, in the distance there.
Yeah.
RGB tax is the RGB. This is the RGB tax, track.
This is the RGB zone. Yeah.
Remember like Jay's 2 cents? He did like a video like when they started doing like RGB like power supply like extension cables. He's like, okay guys, this has gone too far. You shouldn't be like doing this with like the most sensitive part of your computer. Which I mean, he has a point, but
yeah,
there's a certain sense it's also like, just you can't always do that if you want if it's manufactured right, but
yeah.
I would say nowadays the RGB tax, it's not worth it, especially.
Yeah.
I would say focus more on specs, and then later you can do the RGB stuff later.
Yeah. Also, just like I don't know if it's just me getting old or whatever, but like nowadays I just turn off RGB stuff because it hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. Like if it's like a special build, and I'm like a very special sort of thing. I'm like, okay, this would be kind of cool,
Yeah.
Like there's actually one build I was like thinking, I would like to have like some kind of light, because it's like supposed to be like an actual home entertainment one, like with like a Blu-ray disc drive and everything that I'm gonna use. That's like the true open source, like not because the PS3. I mean, yeah, you can use like Blu-ray drives, but if you're doing things like what I'm doing, it's like, well, why not have it that and also be able to play like the newer codecs and not have to do with like any other stuff going on.
Yeah.
That could go wrong. Oh.
Yeah, the one thing I always want to be RGB is keyboards, just because that actually is like useful.
Yeah, in the dark. Yeah, that's like the one thing I definitely want RGB for.
Yeah.
And if it has like a bunch of cool effects like the Ekron K3 I got, hey, all the more, why not?
God damn it. Oh god, we're about to get. Actually,
that's mine. I think.
Okay, good.
If it's a tornado you're worried about.
Yeah.
The tornado ghost. From a G.I. Joe show coming to you.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Thought I was about to get monster truck there.
You thought you were about to get mogged?
Yeah, thought I was about to get mogged by a sub 5 monster truck, spiking my cortisol.
Wouldn't that be like a prime of like 5,000 monster truck? Like sub implies it's weaker than you, or something.
Yeah. Well, the driver's ugly, so it's a sub 5.
Oh, okay, I see. Like, good car, ugly driver.
Yeah. Oh, we got our buddy Recreator MC back in the chat again. I think he was in the chat last night or the day before.
I think he was here like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, hola. Buena suerte means good something. Maybe stream? That's going to be my
thank you.
educated guess. That's my hypothetical on that one. Now, yeah, we've had people like watch from like Indonesia or something, and like I don't want to stream like a year ago or something.
But yes, how are you doing, sir? Thanks for tuning in. Right now we're just trying to stat max, trying to boost max.
Try to first place max as much as we can. You know, when we're not getting screwed over.
Trying to keep the cortisol low.
Yeah, we don't want to be getting more stress and then having fat build up or whatever. So that I've read like cortisol can actually like mess with like your ability to like manage weight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that's like what makes like more pimples come out on your face and stuff as well too.
Well, I mean, it's just the knock-on effects of like high stress. Like you like overeat, more, eat more than you really should. Like stress eating.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Same. Did I tell you? Okay, I think I told you when I was like fasting, like when I was playing like Lost Odyssey. There was one night where I had 2 whole pizzas because I had fasted so hard, and I was like getting hungry.
Oh wow!
These are like I think there's like been like make your own crust or not make your own your own pizza crust. Pizzas.
We're talking like small pizzas, medium,
like regular size, not like small.
Okay.
So like regular size, I had 2 of those.
Wow!
Like I was turning into a pizza Galactus. That's what they need to do is like just get them a pizza and they'd be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to eat you today or absorb your energy or whatever.
God damn, everyone's aggressive off the bat.
What's this about gun arsenal reduced to a showpiece or whatever? Is this like, do characters like sometimes have like remarks on the stage or something?
Wait, what is that?
Shadow was like, gun arsenal reduced to a showpiece or something.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like, the actual Sonic characters, they do have, like, commentary. But, like, the non-Sonic characters don't really say anything.
They're not going to have, like, crazy taxi guy be like, yo, this is some crazy, like, aircraft carrier, man.
Yeah. It is, like, it would be very easy to do that for Miku, because her stuff's literally, like, text to speech, but I guess Sega don't want to put in that kind of effort.
I mean, I do have to. I mean, I know people talk about like AI and like they freak out about like AI, like translation and voiceover and stuff. But like, and I understand sometimes the result, leads more to be desired than like some. I mean, it's not like we're like advocating for AI, but like the main reason some people were like being positive to AI is because it was sidestepping a lot of like system stuff.
Yeah. Or like if we're talking about localization, it's not like inherent, it's not like malice, like inherent, purposely, like messing up the friggin' translation and inserting stuff that's like, not there.
Or like, oh, I don't think the Japanese writer intended to be racist. So I'm gonna try, or like offensive or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
take it on myself.
I'm gonna put current day meme in here just cause.
Or like, or what's the edgy attack thing from the second The World Ends With You game or whatever?
I did not play that.
Well, no, I didn't play it either. I just know that's like what they said, like based on like the censored gaming video. One of the videos, like talking about the game.
Well, I mean, I know, like the localizers inserted a bunch of like communist crap in the dialogue and stuff.
Well, yeah, but it's like they also put in like other stuff, like kind of what you mentioned. Like that's not what they said at all. They didn't say anything about being edgy,
Yeah.
I mean, although to a certain extent, knowing Nomura and like those designs, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the characters talked like that. But
Yeah.
Okay. This is also the same guy who did the freaking Kingdom Hearts games, and like nobody, and the thing is, like, there's a girlfriend, this is not the one that broke off of me, like the previous one.
Yeah.
She explained the whole nobody thing, and it's like, oh, it's still because they don't want Mickey killing someone, so they changed them to nobodies. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. I was like, because the whole nobody thing is like, what is it? That's Blonde Sora's, not Riku, Roxas or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And, someone's gonna be like, you're butchering the Kingdom Hearts lore. I didn't grow up from a PS2, okay?
Yeah.
Obtained all collab rewards with 1,000 points. Yeah, so I just know some stuff. I know like Ansem is like, he's like a recurring threat, and he's also Riku's like shadow. He's the true self of him or whatever, and like what's his face? And what is it at the end? Xenohort is like, I'm actually a misguided good guy,
Yeah.
I do love the Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell videos just because it's so funny. Like he just reduces what's like an overly complicated thing to like a joke.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched all of those. Rental plate.
Yeah, I always like it when like you have someone like do like a bad explanation of like a video game or something.
Yeah.
Or like the plot of like a movie or anime. It's like, oh, they're like getting it wrong, but they're kind of getting the vibe right or something.
Yeah. I remember like back in the day, like there were always be like a ton of those on Newgrounds. It was like short little 2 minutes.
Oh, there's like the Dragon Ball Z one where it's like what's his face from Game Grumps? Not Aaron, or is it? I never watched. Not John. No, this wasn't JonTron. This is like Aaron. This is like the guy who has a GameFAQs account. Aaron Hansen, I think.
Oh, Eagle Raptor. Yeah.
Oh, Eagle Raptor. Yes, he did like did like a funny thing like Dragon Ball Z that I think got used for other things, where it's like just like chipmunks talking like we're stronger and we're strong, but we're stronger, and they like Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And like went big.
And he also did another one that was like just like a parody of like anime tropes in general. That was pretty good. That was all that stuff was back before he went like giga woke.
And everything else that's going on with him.
Yeah.
Because whenever I hear about Igor, whatever his name is, I'm like thinking this guy. I feel like there's like so much drama, and yet there's like he got so lucky with like all this like internet fame and success.
Yeah.
Creative. Looking at some of these guys' names.
That is a very short boost.
Oh, you can say that again. It's pure chaos.
Right.
Chaos. I love it so much. It makes me hard. I want to
kill.
Explode to it.
Still gotta play that game.
Yeah, part of me. I want to play Final Fantasy 1 first. Actually, like, well, I want to play like all the pre-Final Fantasy 7 Final Fantasies, and just in general.
Yeah.
But like that one, like if I'm gonna play that game, I want to at least play the original, and then have this like the idea of like, oh yeah, the main villain is like this like really like annoyed like Limp Bizkit like racer or guy dude, whatever.
Yeah. My mods are not cut out for this track.
You're not spoopy enough?
No, sir.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh. Oh.
What happened?
Wait, was that our tornado or somebody else's?
Hey, I'm at 10th place here, man.
Oh, okay. Because, I tried dodging it, but it went off-road.
Okay. I went super off-road.
Yeah.
Which is a game on the Super Nintendo.
Off-road 64.
Wait, what?
I was saying if they have Super Off-road, they should have made Off-road 64.
There's a lot of things they should have made 64, but you know, Nintendo had to be Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to see like that Mother Free build because I think a lot of people say like the impression they get is like it was like almost like further along than it was.
That'd be nice to just get like a new Mother in general, but yeah, if it was like a mostly complete, yeah, I'd love to play that.
Probably like at the bottom again.
I think I didn't do too bad there. Probably top 4.
So.
Oh shit, I got first.
Oh, whoa, really? I just saw that like in the last second. Oh. Wow, we won. We actually won.
Nice.
Good job going, team.
Hell yeah. Doesn't even matter that they got the bonus.
Up in there, hero. Yeah, I think it's like the first time we've gotten first place in any of these.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It makes sense. You know, took this long it took like,
right.
20, 30 years for Ash to win like a Pokemon championship or whatever. I know about the anime and, you know. And they ended it like, was that like the first Switch one that they ended it on? Like as far as like the Pokemon that they like included in the anime?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was around that time. Yeah, around Sword and Shield is when the Ash anime wrapped up.
See.
Yeah, that's. I think we should quit while we're ahead, and on a high note there.
I just saw he had a main menu. I selected continue. I was like, oh, okay.
Because it's not often we get that, and we have been going for a while now, so I think that was a pretty good session. Things considered.
A pretty good sesh.
Pretty good sesh.
Which would imply that we're high or something, which we're not. At least I'm not, anyways. I don't know.
Pretty good session. It says here we actually got more viewers than the last 2 days, so that's nice to see. So yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in. Hope you enjoyed this one, especially if you're a returning viewer. And we hope you'll return again whenever we stream this or anything else again. It's always a good time. And we would appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It helps us out. If you really want to help us out, check out all the links in the description, all that good stuff. And we will catch y'all in the next one.
Yeah, see you around, everyone.